Have you ever asked yourself the ultimate question, who am I? Or who am I really? There are lots of different ways of answering this, and one way is to look at what we're made of. And this is the Buddhist analysis of the person. They look at what we're made of and how all those different factors work together. So Buddhists analyze the person and find 5 different factors. And they are called aggregates in English, skandhas in Sanskrit, and khandhas in Pali. And some are physical and some are mental. So we'll go through them one by one. The first aggregate is the aggregate of form. And this refers to our physical body and actually the whole of the material world that we live in as well. We are made of the same stuff as the world around us. Second, there's the aggregate of feeling. So this refers not to emotions, but to sensations. The pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral sensations that we have when we contact the world through our senses. So, for example, the pleasure of hearing nice music, or of smelling a nice cup of tea, or the distress of seeing someone we love writhing in pain. Now, feeling is very important because in the Buddhist view, it's where mind and body meet. So, for example, my mind is aware of a physical sensation. And in that experience of feeling, my mind and body connect. The other 3 aggregates are mental in nature, and they describe different ways our minds function. The first one is called perception, and this refers to the way our minds put words to things and categorize things. So, for example, I see a green round thing in the space in front of me, and based on previous experience, I call this a ball, and therefore I label it ball. Then comes the aggregate of mental formations. These are the tendencies we have to like or dislike things. They can be cultivated through education, through upbringing, through habits, and some we are born with. And finally, there's consciousness, our basic awareness, our capacity to know and to understand. So all these 5 aggregates are functioning all through our lives, in every moment of our life. They are what make up what we call a person. And at the moment of death, they fall apart. One by one, they disintegrate until the person no longer exists or functions as a person. So then you might ask yourself, so does that mean that Buddhists think that there is nothing left? After death, there's no person there. There's nothing left at all. No, because Buddhists say that there is a very subtle consciousness that continues, that can exist independently of the body, and it's that very subtle consciousness that continues on to another life. Some descriptions of this consciousness are that it is like a brightly shining light, a mind of wisdom and love.